Today is a blend of organized chaos, we have 2 huge deliveries, and just full-blown chaos.
It's gonna be a catastrophe.
Immediately, there are major issues.
The guy is really worried that it's gonna tip over.
But how bad could it really be?
If it starts to slide, it'll slide directly into our garage.
Subscribe and come along today as we do whatever it takes.
What you doing?
He wanted me to hold this.
Oh, okay.
to make this concrete pour happen.
It's a perfect scenario for us, I guess, to have a horrible day.
The day we've been waiting for is finally here. We got up really early this morning. I had a nice little yoga session. We drank our coffee on the deck. It's a gorgeous summer day. And in a couple hours, we have 2 huge deliveries.
So we are actually really excited today because we are having our footings poured and our roof is supposed to be delivered. Now, this is how it always happens with us. We have nothing, and then everything happens at once. So I told the roof guys, I'm like, hey, we have concrete being poured tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Is there any way you can get me my metal package for the roof delivered before that? And they said, oh, you know, it'll be maybe late AM, early PM. Which basically means at the exact same time. The problem with that is that the roofing guys are gonna drop off a giant load of metal. And our concrete guys are gonna have a giant pump truck and concrete trucks in the driveway. So if they show up at the same time, it's gonna be a catastrophe. But we're trying to get things organized. We're cleaning some stuff up. We're running things down to the garbage and the recycling right now. Trying to make space in the driveway for our metal package and for the concrete trucks.
First of all, it's really cool to be able to have this parking spot up here, and just the fact that we can drive up here a little bit easier, and we will continue to be able to park multiple cars and probably the machines up here is amazing. It's already so much more functional than it used to be. Second of all, we're waiting for concrete, we're waiting for the roof, but the silver lining is normally things all happen at the same time at like 6 in the morning. So we're preparing for some stress and it's about to all happen at once, but at least we're wide awake and we've had our coffee. So we'll be a little bit more prepared to deal with it all.
Hopefully that truck's out of the way enough for the concrete guys. Should be, I think. I mean, all they need to do is have the boom pump be up here. It's not like they need to drive trucks up here and stuff.
Uh-oh. That's a nice table. And a crayon? Yeah. Very exciting. The roof has just shown up and the concrete is not here yet. So far things are going very, very smoothly. I'm sure the concrete is like right around the corner, but hopefully we can get this all unloaded quickly and easily before concrete arrives.
Yeah, they're here basically right on time. They said they would do their best to try and get here before noon. It's 11:53. Perfect job, Roofer's Supply. He's gonna come up and basically drop all of the roofing as close to this garage as we can get it.
Okay.
And then it'll live there as we nibble away at it and get the roofing installed. Maybe some today, mostly tomorrow.
Okay.
And in the middle of all that, we're gonna be pouring concrete and things are gonna be crazy. I think the boom truck needs a lot of space. So when they did the original foundation, the boom truck basically parked at the top of the driveway right here, maybe at the bottom. And maybe that's what they'll do again this time. I don't know. I feel like the boom truck was maxed out to reach our foundation before, and it didn't even have to go over a house. It just had to reach up there. So now they've got to go over our house, 20 feet past the house to do everything. It's
gonna be interesting.
It's gonna be a challenge, I think.
That guy is goals right there. Did you see him flying up the driveway?
Yeah.
He's going like Mach speed up and down the driveway. He's definitely done this before. Do you remember how to do this?
In the next couple days, it's going to be the hottest days that we've had this far this year, and
Right.
we're going to be on the roof, roofing. It's going to be not exactly fun, but I will be glad when it's over, because then this building will be pretty good to go for winter time. I don't think we're gonna get siding on the garage this year. It'll probably be like next spring maybe, but we will get this roof on so that when it snows, the snow won't stay on the roof, it'll slide off. We won't have to get up there and shovel 5 feet deep of snow off of the roof. Yeah, everybody's here. We're just waiting for you. No, I'm just kidding. There's no pump here. There's no guys here. I'm just hanging out by myself. Is the pump there? I said, yeah, everybody's here. He's like, oh, really? He's like, the concrete guys just called me and said they're running late.
At least they're running.
Yeah. They might stop running. Who knows? Hopefully they show up and everything goes according to plan.
While we're waiting for concrete to show up this morning, I wanted to take you a little bit behind the scenes on my daily skincare routine. Now, I know myself and all of my friends are noticing signs of aging and just like, a couple new wrinkles, things going on our face, and everyone has a different way of treating it, but I have found what I think is the perfect solution, and it's OneSkin. OneSkin products are scientifically proven to reduce signs of aging and the biological age of your skin by several years. And OneSkin is the sponsor of today's video. Founded by a team of 4 female PhD-level longevity scientists, they've tested thousands of peptides and discovered OS1. OS1 peptide is scientifically proven to target aging skin cells, and their flagship product, OS1 Face, is clinically validated to improve firmness, fine lines, and overall tone and appearance. OneSkin works deeper than surface level and is designed to promote healthier skin from the inside out. OneSkin is for anyone who wants to prevent or reduce signs of aging on their skin at a molecular level with this groundbreaking approach. If you click our link in the description and use code Trent and Allie, you'll actually get 15% off your next order of OneSkin. That's oneskin.co and use code Trent and Allie for 15% off. Thanks again to OneSkin for sponsoring today's video. Now hopefully concrete is about to arrive sometime soon.
Didn't we do this last year?
Yeah,
You did this and that.
You guys are the YouTube guys.
that's right, yeah.
Yeah, I think you poured either the...
I think you poured the house.
I did this.
Yeah, yeah,
Because it was like hotter than heck.
that's right. All right, it's showtime. Everyone is here, very exciting. We're actually waiting for Jose and his crew, but the pump has arrived, the concrete truck has arrived. Of course, the only problem, there's gotta be a problem, is that the pump needs to be on a pretty flat surface in order to work. And the pour is behind the house. So these guys are trying to brainstorm where he can actually park in order to make this work.
Can you get it over this short roof?
Once we can figure out where this pump can be parked, we actually have to do the footings and then they need to come back for the walls. So hopefully we can get this figured out. Otherwise, there's no addition. It looks like Trent is going to use the forks on the skid steer to move this roofing material out of the way so that the truck can pull all the way forward in our little driveway spot up here.
All right, so the pump truck is gonna try to get his pump all the way up in front of the house because he can only stretch 100 feet on flat ground. So to go up over the house and to get behind the house with the pump, it's gonna be very difficult. He said he doesn't have a lot of extra hoses or anything with him today because the pump truck that he normally drives broke down. So he grabbed this truck, which has nothing, no extra supplies or anything. It's a perfect scenario for us, I guess, to have a horrible day, but he's gonna try and get his truck up here in front of the house on that flat spot. That will actually solve all of the problems, but his truck is absolutely massive and I don't really see it getting up this driveway very easily. If we didn't have the holes dug for the footings in front of the deck, he could probably do it, but since we have those holes there, it's gonna be really interesting.
Oh my God. Ah! At least everything that he could back into over there is kind of like expendable, so it's fine.
I can take the skid steer and I can move all of these like out into the road.
Let's try that. Just don't. I'm not leaving.
Yeah, no, we know.
There's a couple language barriers we're working through here, but I think, you know, it's gonna take some creativity. We're gonna figure it out. One more musical cars rotation. Fine for us to be doing this type of rearranging. The only problem, there seems to be a lot of problems today, is that mud, like the cement, only has a very limited amount of time before it starts to set up. So once the concrete arrives, it needs to get poured within a certain amount of time. Otherwise it just goes bad and you can't use it and you have to pay for it even if you haven't poured it. So there's a little bit of pressure here to get this done quickly. I think we figured out a solution. Once we get all this roofing material out of the way, they'll have space to kind of like Austin Powers themselves up to this upper deck and then reach the back of the house where the stuff needs to be poured. Hopefully. Nice wide section for the pump. Here he comes, third time's a charm. Not on a hole, not over a footing. Here we go. I don't think he can see you.
Second truck just showed up.
Of course. Second truck shown up, but the third truck has now shown up. Normally the concrete trucks are staggered so that when you're done pouring out of one, the second one arrives and so forth. And that's how you prevent the mud from going bad. You don't want them all here at the same time. And to add to the stress, the pump truck is in place, but the outriggers are not stable. So the guy is really worried that it's gonna tip over if he tries to extend the outriggers. So Trent and Brandon are getting some wood, some scrap wood to like pile under the outriggers to make it more of a flat surface and more stable. Whew. The stress is high. Setup you've ever done? No?
Oh, I usually leave.
Thank you for not leaving.
If we can't get it this time,
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna have to forfeit.
Yeah.
All right.
Basically, he was saying if we can't get it right now, he's gonna forfeit and he's gonna leave. And we will have spent a lot of money on nothing that can be poured because without the pump truck, we can't pour. So I really hope this works.
on enough angle that if I start sliding, I'm gonna take out their garage.
The pump is fully set up and in place. The outriggers are down, except it's a little bit off camber. There's still a pretty big slope, and if it starts to slide, it'll slide directly into our garage, which I guess not the worst case scenario, but we would love for that to not happen, obviously. So I don't know if this is the final position yet. We're still working things out.
I am nervous that once I get going.
Let's go ahead and set up right here. Water, and then see if we can pour it from the side. We'll lay down some hoses.
I don't have hoses, Jose.
No?
This truck's been in the parade. It's got nothing on it. Chaos up here.
The pump has been fully extended. I think we're going for it. Hopefully nothing slides. Hopefully everything stays in place. Hopefully it's a smooth pour. This is wild. Okay, we're going, guys. It's happening. So crazy. Everything around here is always like a hurry up and wait game. This morning we were just waiting around, no pressure, no stress. The roof got delivered on time. Of course, we asked them to put it in a spot that was not super convenient, so it took some time maneuvering everything once everybody arrived, and now it's just complete chaos. I'm so excited that they are even willing to try to pour, because honestly, if this truck had to leave, if the pump truck had to leave and couldn't pour, I have no idea how we'd be able to even continue building. There's no other way to get back to behind the house to pour concrete, and we obviously need concrete in order to build the house, to build the addition. So hoping everything goes nice and smooth, and I'm just happy that we've gotten as far as we have.
It's happening. They finally got the pump rigged up in a spot that most people feel pretty risky about, but comfortable enough that we're continuing. And they're now pumping concrete behind the house into our forms. And hopefully this goes quick and uneventfully.
The only thing that scares me is that they have to come back and do this again. And hopefully it's this guy who's willing to take this risk.
Oh, the pump guy.
Yeah,
For what?
to come back and pour the
Oh, he said
forms.
they're not doing it.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he was like, we're not, he's like, we won't be back.
Oh, wow.
He's like, you're gonna have to get a line pump.
Yeah.
And they're just gonna have to haul the hose back there and fill all the walls up.
Wow. It's really sketchy. I'm so grateful that he has decided to try to pour and that everything is actually looking great. But I totally understand that he does not want to come back and do this again.
Well, things are going pretty well. Luckily, we have this super experienced pump guy, and even though the pump is in like a precarious situation, he's doing an amazing job. They were able to reach all of the footings behind the behind the house, and he's going to be able to do the footings in front of the house. The only problem is the footings that are behind the garage. He is saying that he's not going to be able to get the pump close enough because it might tip over if he goes in that direction. So we might end up having to take the skid steer and pumping into the bucket and then dumping into those holes. It's going to be an absolute mess, and I'm a little concerned about it, but hopefully we can make it work.
What is that? Did you wake up? It's not Dada. Yeah, there's another one over there. There's 2 trucks.
Yeah, it's good that they got all the footings in the back done. When he moves, the concrete truck guy is going to try and drive up here and do the footings in the front. But there's like probably 2 or 3 footings he's not going to be able to get to over here, and he's not going to be able to do those ones. Like those ones we need. We need to build that deck.
Yeah. Basically the pump is leaving and the footings are not fully done being poured. He has decided that if he does anything else it's too risky and he doesn't want to risk falling over, so he's leaving us. But we still have concrete that we obviously have already paid for and want to use and need footings to be poured for. So now we're just trying to get creative to figure out how can we pour the rest of these footings without a pump truck or without a pump. Not exactly sure what's going to happen here. Good girl. Trent is trying really hard to convince the pump truck driver to at least pour the footings behind the garage. Even if he doesn't fully extend his boom or like the pump, maybe they can still reach, and that will be really hard for us to somehow pour on our own. They're in heated conversation. It's looking like a 50-50 right now, I'm not sure. You think he convinced him or no?
No,
No, he's leaving?
that's my guess. I could be wrong. You already washed out.
He already washed out, yeah. Oh. What you doing?
He wanted me to hold this.
Oh, okay. These other footings are going to be really difficult for us to pour without a pump, but it sounds like Trent and the other concrete truck driver, who is still got like mostly a full load left, have figured out some type of a plan.
Now the concrete truck is actually going to pull up here without a pump and see how much he can use his chutes to just put concrete directly into all these footing spots. He said that with all of his chutes on, he's got 16 feet, so there's a chance he can get to the end over there.
Okay.
We'll see. We're not going to be able to get to these today.
Wow.
Which sucks because, you know, when they do a line pump and they come back and they do all the walls, maybe we can put that in there. I don't know. It's probably going to be a different concrete. Who knows what we're going to do.
What is it? A big truck? Basically, this is not ideal, but we are doing everything we can to make it work. all true champions. They've used the chute extensions for as much as possible, and now there's 2 more footings back here that this truck just can't reach. So they're using buckets to pour 1 bucket at a time into each of these footings and just making it work. It's unbelievable. Guys are just getting it done. It's unbelievable. It's 100 degrees today. I don't know if we've said that, and it is blazing in the sun. And these guys have all been in the sun all day long, and they're carrying buckets of concrete on their shoulders. Like, it's literally such hard work. They are such champions, and I think they're gonna continue to finish the footings on the back of the garage by hand. It's amazing. They're amazing.
These guys are absolutely crushing it. They backed up the truck. I think we have enough concrete for those last footings that are going to be for the deck.
Wow.
And they're going to be bucketing that concrete from the truck over to the footings. Hopefully we have enough concrete to get.
Well, thank you so much. This was amazing. What a day.
It's been a long, stressful day.
I feel like we personally haven't done very much. Like, you've actually driven a bunch, but like, I haven't really done anything, and I'm so exhausted. It has been such a stressful day, just like watching everything take place.
It doesn't hurt that it's like 100 degrees.
I know.
Like, just takes it. The heat just takes it out of you. So
Yeah.
when it's 100 degrees out, you're getting exhausted just being in the sun or being outside, but all the stress of everything that happened today, it's been quite a day. Well guys, we are just winding down, getting ready to hit the hay, and I just wanted to say I am so excited that we've finally got concrete coming. We've got footings poured. They're not fully like set up, but they're gonna be set up here in a few days. We're gonna start building walls. We're gonna get concrete walls poured, and then we can start framing. And on the schedule that we're on right now, we're gonna be racing against the clock and Mother Nature to get this thing dried in before winter time. But I think with a little bit of cheering from you guys and a little bit of confidence, we might be able to do it.
Yeah. We didn't finish getting all the footings poured, but we got everything that was really important behind the house, like, fully done. So that was the priority, and everyone pulled through. Everyone did an amazing job today.
Yeah,
it was
I
great.
could not have been more grateful for how hard those guys worked.
Yeah.
And it also made me realize I could never be a concrete guy. Those guys busted their butts,
Yeah,
dude.
it's crazy.
But I just wanted to say, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you show us by giving us a big thumbs up on today's video. Consider subscribing to our channel if you haven't already.
Thanks again to OneSkin for sponsoring today's video. Click the link in our description to check them out.
And we'll see you guys on the next one.
Adios.